guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video I wanted to go through some of my favourites from the month of March. So starting off with TV and film, one of my favourite TV programmes last month was Big Little Lies. I realised that this didn't start last month, it actually just finished. But I think I only started watching it last month, and honestly I love it so much. It is a series with a bunch of famous actors and actresses. Shailene Woodley, Nicole Kidman, Alexander Skarsgård. There's lots of famous people in it, and it basically centres around a bunch of very wealthy families that live in California, I think. And it starts off in the first episode, there is a murder, and you go through the series not knowing who's died, who killed who. All the characters are really kind of twisted. They have their own home problems, even though on the surface all of the families try to act and look perfect. It's kind of, you see what happens behind closed doors. If you haven't seen it and you think that's what you might be interested in, I would definitely recommend checking out Big Little Lies. So the film I wanted to mention from last month obviously was going to be Beauty and the Beast. I don't know, I just think it's so special. I don't really understand how you can't enjoy a film like that. I just thought it was amazing. The cinematography was just beautiful. The costumes, the sets, everything was just so magical about it, and it warmed my heart. So moving on to books, I didn't really read that much last month, but one series that did really stand out for me was the Harry Potter series. I'm currently trying to make my way through the Harry Potter series. It's my first time ever reading it. I am a really big Harry Potter fan. I just never read the books as a child, but I am actually currently writing an 8,000 word essay on the politics of Harry Potter. So I'm going through them, I'm finding quotes, and I'm actually listening to the audiobooks as well when I go to bed or when I'm chilling out and not writing my essay. And the audiobooks are just so magical. I think they're narrated by Stephen Fry, I'm pretty sure, but it's just been really nice to go through and read chapters and scenes and things like that. So yeah, Harry Potter has really stood out for me last month. So for my music favourites of last month, when I did an Instagram live at the beginning of March, I want to say, one of my followers on Instagram asked whether I could share some of my favourite music, and since the beginning of this year I've been making monthly playlists on my Spotify. It's kind of just been private, it's kind of just been something fun for me to do, that I can keep all of my music organised and keep it kind of all in one place, but I figured I would share it with you guys this month. So my playlist for March is kind of all over the place. It's got some old stuff that I've kind of rediscovered, like Kings of Leon. It's got some new stuff like Sleeping at Last. They've released some new music, and it has got a lot of Hey Violet, who I discovered last month. They are an American band. Their music is amazing, like I just love it so much. There's also lots of music on here from the Big Little Lies soundtrack, because whoever made the soundtrack to that, you're amazing. You're good at your job. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it from my Spotify playlist. If you want to go and follow me, if you feel like it, I will leave the information on the screen or in the description box down below. So moving on to makeup, I have a few makeup products which I may have mentioned on my channel previously, and the first one is the L'Oreal Nude Magique Cushion Foundation. I first used this foundation in my first impressions video, I think it was, and I was a little bit skeptical. I've never really used a cushion foundation before, and especially because it's from the drugstore, I was a bit skeptical, but this foundation claims to be dewy and glowy, and I can tell you it does exactly that. The formula is absolutely beautiful. It leaves my skin looking dewy, glowy, fresh, everything like that. The next product that I wanted to mention is a drugstore mascara, and I have not purchased a mascara from the drugstore for probably 3, maybe 4 years. I'm not particularly fussed about mascara, because even though I wear it every single day, it's never gonna do that much for me, just because even if it's lengthening and it's volumizing and it's thickening, it's never, you know, you can't polish a turd is what I'm saying. My lashes are so short naturally, even when I curl them and everything like that. So for the past few years, mascara with me has been kind of hit and miss, but I've always liked to use MAC mascaras, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the Perversion mascara by Urban Decay, just mascaras like that that I feel like are of a high quality, because even though it's not gonna affect my actual lashes in the way that they look really, it's the formula that really matters for me. I want something that's not gonna smear onto my lower lash line throughout the day. I don't want it to transfer onto my lids. I don't want the mascara to crumble on my face. And that's pretty much why I've always stuck to those. But recently I ran out of my Perversion mascara and I was in Boots and figured I would pick up the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. And I have the waterproof formula. I really love it as a drugstore mascara, and I know that a lot of other beauty YouTubers love this too. So yeah. The next makeup product that I wanted to talk about is another foundation, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I have two of these and they're both too dark for me, so I picked up one of the more lighter shades and this seems to match me pretty perfectly. So what I've been doing a lot recently is applying this matte foundation in my T-zone in the places that I get oily, and then using the L'Oreal Nude Magique foundation, which is very dewy, everywhere else, and it just gives me that perfect combination of foundation. And the last makeup product that I wanted to talk about is a blusher, and it is from Ofra Cosmetics and it is in the shade Apricot. I've been using this shade every single day and it's just really subtle. It just adds a little bit of a glow because there are tiny reflects in this, and it really just ties into your bronzer, and it isn't too pinky, it isn't too peachy. It's just the perfect shade for me really, and I've been absolutely loving it. So that is it, you guys. If you would like me to start filming monthly favourites every month again, then please let me know. Give this video a thumbs up or comment down below. One of my subscribers did ask me to start making this video again, so here are my favourites for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one, guys.